This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so good morning, friends. In today's session, the lab that we are going to do is how to copy data from storage1 to storage2. Okay, so maybe let's imagine there is an input container in storage1. I want to copy data from input container in storage1 to output container in storage2. Okay, output container in storage2. So now I'll try to answer all the questions that you people are raising. Now again, I'm telling you, what is storage? Storage means it can be a storage in on-premise, it can be a storage in the cloud. So why we are learning Azure cloud? Because cloud has a different advantages. That's why we are going with the cloud. Now in the cloud, if you want to access a storage account 1 or storage account 2, what you need to do is you need to go to the portal.azure.com as you are trying to access the Azure storages from the Azure data centers. You need to go to the portal.azure.com and you need to search for whatever services you want. So first thing, please keep in mind one thing: any Azure service doesn't matter when somebody tell you this is the future of the Azure cloud. So that particular future, if you want to access, you need to go to the portal.azure.com. This portal.azure.com not only for the storage or data factory, this is for all Azure services. It can be anything. In the future it may come something. So whatever is already services available in Microsoft Azure, everything you are going to access it using the portal.azure.com. So first you need to log in into the portal.azure.com, and as I said, you need to enter username and password. I mentioned one thing: you can create your own account, but I said I'll explain that particular part later, how to come into the portal.azure.com with your own account. Okay, so now the question is, some people are like they need to have a dependency to be covered. The reason is they are just telling how you logged in, how you reached this portal.azure.com and all. That's why let me quickly show you how to create a new account. Okay, so let me quickly show you how to create your own Azure account quickly. So now come here, let's say, so I'm going to the incognito mode. You just say portal.azure.com. Let's say I don't have any account. I am the first time accessing the Azure services. What I need is one of the Azure storage I need. Okay, what you can do is now, do you have any mail ID? No, I don't have any mail ID. Create one. Okay, so do you have any mail ID? No, I need to get a new email address. Click on this. Now what I'll do, Cloud Pandit 29@outlook.com. Okay, so this is the mail ID I'm creating now. Click next, and you need to enter the password here. Okay, once you enter password, okay, let's say I'll say cloud. Okay, so you can say password cloud@123, something. You can just have anything. Just click next. So it will ask some security puzzle. You just see here B. So if anybody don't know what is B, how it will look like, you come here and you can say B images. You can able to see. So okay, this is the B. So now come here. So which one is the B? So I feel this one. Okay, just select this. Okay, it's done. Okay, so I'm telling you the easy steps how you can able to follow to create the Azure account. Now you see Azure account is created. Okay, that's how you need to come to here. So now you want me to navigate through this particular Azure portal. I already explained you, but let me explain once again. See, this is the user profile where you can able to see your username. If you want to sign out, you can able to sign out. If you want to sign in to another account, you can sign in. Okay, next you need any help or documentation, you can just go here. So I think this is a feedback section. So if you want to give any feedback to Microsoft, you can give. So this is the settings. So in settings, you don't have any directory. Directory is nothing but you need to create a one subscription, so that one of the default directory will be created to you, so that you can able to access any Azure services that you have. Okay. Now click on this. So here notifications, any Azure new services are launched. So any subscription is going to expire, all the notifications will be available here. So next, so this is the directly you can come here. Otherwise, one more option is you can come to here and click on switch directory to come to the directory. As I mentioned, directory is kind of a place, it creates the default directory to access the Azure services. Without the directory, you cannot access any Azure services. Okay, so that's why, as we don't have any directory, you cannot access any services. To get a directory, what I need to do, I need to create a subscription. Okay, so this is something called PowerShell. If you want to execute any PowerShell or Bash commands, this is scripting. If you want to execute anything, example, I want to create ADF using the PowerShell commands. Okay, that is a scripting language. That is a separate language. How we have Python, Java. Similarly, this is a scripting language. We will call it as. Instead of creating Azure Data Factory Databricks through UI, you can create them using the commands. Okay, using this cell. Now at this time, what I need to do? Okay, so this is the tab. Now, if you want to see all the Azure services that are available, click on this. You see all services. Okay, so what are these? These are the favorite list meaning whatever you added in the favorite list, only those things are available here. Now you go to all services. Okay, I hope you understood this. See, the important one is all services. Go to all services. Now you can see different options you can able to see here. You can see the compute services, you can able to see the storage services, you can able to see the databases, you can able to see the analytical services like Data Factory, Databricks. So if you want to see everything, you just click on all. You will be able to see all these Azure services. Whatever you want to access, you can able to access. So it will be difficult for you to look at everything. You can search it. Example, I need a data factory. Data factory is there or not? Yes. So this data factory is in favorite list or not? See, as of now, it is not in a favorite list. So if I want to add this into here in this favorite list, see, data factory is not there in this favorite list. If I want to add it, just put it here, select this. Now you see that particular data factory will come into the favorite list. It is just added here, favorite list. Clear? Azure Databricks, I want to make it as a favorite list. Select that, click on the star. So that also will be added into the favorite list. Clear now? Clear now? Got some idea? So this is how you will create the portal. Okay, Azure portal.azure.com. If you access, you can able to create the Azure account very easily. Now, if you want to access, example, can I able to create a Azure service or not? Let me show you. Go to storage account. Go to storage account. So it is asking you to start with the Azure free trial, manage Azure Active Directory, access student benefits. So for students, they will get $100 per month. So all university students, whoever is having college mail ID. So example, if you are studying for the Texas University, example, texasuniversity.com, there is a mail ID, right? Or edu.com. So .edu. When you use such type of educational documents, educational mail ID to create Azure account, automatically the subscription will be enabled. You will get $100 per month. So free trial means you need to provide a account details, like you need to provide your credit card or debit card details just for authorization. So once you have given those details, $200 will be given for free. So these are not going to be deducted from your account. These are going to be free. Okay, just to start with this. So when you start this, so example, I'll show you. So you need to give your first name, last name. Let's say I'll just give some names. Okay. So everything is there. Is a different number. Let's say I'll just give my number, whether it is going to work or not. I'm not sure. Let me see. Call me. I just asked before the call. Let's see now. So I got the call now. I'm just lifting the call. You see now.
Thank you for using our phone verification system. Your code is 04428.
Okay, so verify this code. Code is verified. When the code is verified, come down. You just have to give some kind of address. Let's say I just give Bangalore. State is Karnataka. Okay, 560-100. I agree. I would like to share information. Click next. So once you just click on that, see identity verification by card. So why they need to have a card verification? Organization, let's say cloud. Why they need to have a card verification? Because just to make sure that you are authorized person from the India citizenship. Okay, so just to check that they are basically going to use this. See, after this, it will ask the card details. If you have a like credit or debit card details, you can able to give these details so that it will add the subscription, whatever subscription we are choosing. So as you know, any like you might have placed a Flipkart or Amazon order, right? So when you just enter your credit card details, what happens next? Manti, what happens next?
For future purpose.
What happens?
Once we enter the details, it will be stored into database, that particular to the site.
No. It is going to send the OTP. Okay, so you need to enter the OTP. Once you enter that OTP, then the card will be validated and the order will be placed. Similarly, here you need to enter your card holder name, card number, expiry date, CVV, and click sign up. Then it will ask you OTP. So once you enter OTP of this particular card, this card is associated with whatever number. So once the OTP is done, once the OTP comes, then what happens is, once the OTP is entered, then Azure account will be created. So when Azure account is created, you will see subscription like this. Let me show you how you will be able to see is, you will be able to see the free trial subscription, something like this. So this is another account, right? Now you see, you go to subscriptions here, if you see. So there is a free trial, right? So like this, it will be added. Now you see, as I have this free trial, if you click on this, you will see default directory. Got it? So like this, directory will be added for this subscription. So once you have subscription, then only you can able to access any Azure services that you have. Clear? How many of you understood till here? How many of you not understood till here? Manti, did you understand this? How to create Azure account now?
Yeah,
Okay, so
thank
now
you.
we learned. So how to come here, you understood, right? As of now. Now, if you want to access any Azure services, it can be a storage account. See, one thing you should understand is, because as you mentioned, you are new to the cloud and you are not aware. So when the Azure is providing some 200 services, nobody is going to learn 200 services. Okay, as a data engineer, we are going to use some 12, 15 services max. So as a web application developers, other people are going to use some other services. Okay, so machine learning people will use some kind of a, so AI plus machine learning. Okay, Internet of Things. So depends on the different kind of job role, or different kind of requirements, different kind of things that you do in a real-time project. So you need to use the services. Example, bot service. What is bot? You know, right, nowadays, if you go to any website, automatically you don't need to contact any person. There will be a bot service available. What it will do, you will say like, I'm getting this error. If that solution is already available, it will tell you, please follow these steps to debug this error. So automatically there is a bot service available. It will help you. Example, if you go to Edureka, some kind of a educational institutes or something. So these people will use, one second. Let's see. Let me show you. These people are not using. One second. The bot should come very quickly. It is not coming. IntelliFact. Some people, yeah, it came by the time I left. See, I just wait. See, drop a query. No. This is not a bot service. One second. IntelliFact something. Let me see here. There will be a bot service available in one of these people. Few people are using. I did not remember who is using HDFC Bank.
Otherwise, Malla, you can open HDFC, right?
Yeah, I'm just looking. See here, bot service is available. You see here, you have to talk to this bot saying that account services, banking for women, credit card services. So what you want to inquiry about? Credit card services I want to inquire. So you want to manage my credit card, or you want to see credit card summary, statement details you want. I want statement details. Credit card outstanding amount you want, large statement balance you want. You just click. Definitely help me with your registered mobile number. So once you enter your registered number, it will tell you. Example, I'll just give 89044. It will what it will tell you. See, it will tell you this number is not found. Please enter the OTP received at this. Okay, fine. But you see this number, I don't have any HDFC. So what it will tell you, see. So it has given something 8988. I think 8988. So it is asking to enter the 4 digits of your credit card. So it is requesting basically some information. If you provide all this information, it is going to search. So like that, depends on the business. So you have a different services. We are not responsible to use all the services. You don't expect, okay? Nobody knows all the edu services. Even the developing, whoever is developing for Microsoft, single person is not developing all services, okay? They are developing by different developers, okay? So now why I started with the storage account, because our actual job will start from the storages, databases. So storages will be easy to start up with. That's why I started with the storages. Got it now? Fine. So now what we wanted to do is for today, as I mentioned, lab 3 is copy data from input container in storage1 to output container in storage2. Okay. So Divya, can you tell me how many linked services we need for today lab?
1 second, sir. We need
Manti,
only
how
one
many
linked service, but 2 storage accounts.
Okay. Okay. Good. So you need only one storage account. So meaning when you have two mobiles using a single authentication method, using a single password, you can log in into the both the mobiles, right?
Yes.
This storage is different. Yes, sir. How you can
Means
able to two mobiles
no,
using same?
what I'm telling is we need 2 storage accounts.
Yes, we need a. So our source is input in storage1. Okay, our sink is output in storage2. Okay, so our source is storage1 input folder, sink is output folder in storage2. So we need a ADF service. Okay, which service we need to move data from input to output? ADF service. Now my question is, storage1 is a separate account, storage2 is a separate account. It's kind of a two different devices. If you want to connect to the hard disk 1, if you want to connect to the hard disk 2, you need to have a separate authentications. So there will be a separate key for storage1 will be there. There will be a separate key will be there for storage2. So you need to connect to this storage separately. You need to connect to this storage separately. That's why we need how many connections we need?
Two.
How many connections we need? Manti, how many connections we need?
2, Malaya.
2. Divya, you understood how many connections we need?
2 connections.
Okay, Monica, how many
Sir,
connections we
I have
need?
one doubt.
2 connections.
Yes. Yeah, tell me, Monica.
Divya sir here. So in last
Divya.
lab, we have moved from one storage to another. I mean, in the same storage we have created input and output, and we copied from one input to another input. Now we are creating
Yes.
2 different storage, so we need 2 different connections.
Correct. Correct. We are creating 2 different storages. We needed 2 connections. Okay. Clear. See, I will not be able to know who did not understand. Please let me know whoever not able to understand. This is very, very important. How many connections we need? This is very, very important. Please tell me if anybody is not able to understand. Okay, fine. Okay, so now what I wanted to do is now, so we need to create a storage 1, we need to create a storage 2, we need to create a ADF. So total how many storages I need to create?
2 storages.
2 storages. How many ADFs I need to create?
1.
One ADF.
Okay, so let me quickly go into portal. So as I mentioned, to access any storage that is there in the data center, we need to use this portal.edge.com. Now if you want to find a storage account, one way is go to all services, go to storages. Here you can just click on storage account. But as I mentioned in earlier session, it will be difficult to go and search like this. You can simply do
Malaya has
storage
one doubt.
when
Yeah.
I started something, you need to hold for some time, because you should not like keep asking the question. I'll take the questions in between. You can ask. Okay, just wait. Let me finish the creation of the storage accounts. Okay. See, now what you need to do is you need to create the storage accounts. Okay, storage account. So as I mentioned, instead of going to all these steps, what you can do, you can search your storage account. You will get the storage account. Click on the storage account. Now, if you want to create a storage account, what you need to do? What I need to do? Sri Lakshmi, what I need to do?
Click on create.
You need to click
Click
create.
on the
Any
create.
service, as I mentioned yesterday, any edge service you are going to create, you need to create. As you know, subscription means you need a subscription to access any edge service. Okay, you need a subscription to access any edge service. Under subscription, you are going to have some kind of you are basically agreeing to the Microsoft, saying that I will have a prepaid or postpaid. Prepaid means kind of a free trial. Free trial is a prepaid. Already we have $200 we are using. Postpaid means pay as you go is a postpaid. So first you use the services. For every month there will be invoice generated by Azure and you are going to pay to them. Next, resource group, grouping of resources we discussed yesterday. So for today lab, I'll just create one more resource group. Cloud Pandit iPhone RG3. Okay, resource group 3 I created. Now storage account name. So it is used for identifying the storage name uniquely. What I'll do, Cloud Pandit 3 storage 1. Okay, so this is a third session and storage 1. Clear? So in which region? So this is the place where you will select from in which data center. Okay, you want to store your data in East US, you select this. You want to store data in India, you select India data center. Search here. You want to store in India, so you need to search for India location. If you want to store it in East US, you need to search for the US. You need to search for the US if you want a US. Okay, select East US. So standard means to get the better performance. Premium means you will get a better performance with a low latency. What is meant by low latency? The time it takes to give the result. Example, you are accessing one video. It is there in US. It takes 10 seconds if you use a standard. So if you use premium, it will take 5 seconds, meaning the time, low latency, less time it will take. Okay, redundancy means if you want to maintain any copies of the data, if at all any disaster happened in the entire US, there is a disaster happened, you lose the data. To avoid losing the data, geo redundancy, you want to store one of the copy in other country. So zone redundancy means you want to copy one more copy within a US in different location. Example, within India, one copy is there in Chennai, another copy is there in Delhi, something like that. Zone redundancy. Geo zone redundancy means one copy is there in other country, one copy will be there in Chennai, one copy will be there in Delhi, like that. So you don't need to worry much about this redundancy and all. We are not responsible to take care of this performance or redundancy, all these things. Okay. So I'll just take a separate session to explain all these things in detail if you want. Okay. Fine. For now, just click on create. Create it. So this is a storage account one. So I created this storage account very quickly. The reason is I already explained you yesterday and day before yesterday how to create storage account, and many of you practiced yesterday how to create this storage account as well. So if anybody is not practicing, they'll not be able to understand. They will feel same issue every day. Okay, that's why I request all of you to practice. So now, anybody have any doubts in creating the storage account?
Malaya, if we create two storage accounts in two different resource groups, it doesn't matter, right?
It doesn't matter, but that is not the correct way to create it. Okay, we won't do that.
Right. So is there any performance?
Yeah. No, performance issues and all will not be there. Only issue is you are separately maintaining these things. Maintenance will be difficult. That's all. There won't be any issue whether you are taking storage in East to West, ADF in India, doesn't matter. So you are just getting the storages, you are getting ADF, you can move the data, you can do everything. Only thing is the managing will be difficult. Okay. Next, Divya, you are asking something. Tell me now.
No, I have a doubt in a data factory. What is the purpose of creating that data factory? And we are creating two storage accounts and one data factory.
I'll tell you today I'll clarify your doubt. Okay, so today you'll get more clarity what is data factory. That is good question, because I have not explained what is data factory, why exactly it is going to oh, sorry, I lost you. What is the question you asked? Yeah, your question is, if you launch the storage one in one resource group, storage two in another resource group, nothing is going to happen. Managing will be difficult, but things will work, Chandu. That is the answer I have given to you. Divya,
Yeah,
I'll
okay.
explain your question, because for your question, I'll explain. Yeah, let me create the storage account, then I'll create. Okay, I'll just give you the simple example so that you'll be very understand very easily. What is data factory? What is integration runtime? Everything you'll be able to understand. Okay, give me just 2 minutes. Let me create one more storage account and data factory. Then I'll tell you what is exactly a data factory is. So free trade. So which one I need to create here? Cloud Pandit -RG3. Storage account name Cloud Pandit Cloud Pandit 3 storage 2. So same region. So some people are confusing. So let me take in other region. No issue. You no need to copy data from US to US only. You can copy data from US to Australia. Let's say. Okay. Otherwise, yeah, you can take Australia. No problem. Australia Central. Okay. Click review plus create. See, I'm basically moving data from my US to Australia. Got it? I'm moving data from US to Australia because storage one is there in US. Storage two I created in the Australia Central. Okay. So now I'm going to create the third service that we need. What is the third service that I need to create?
Data factory.
Data factory. Yes, I'll just create the data factory. Then we will understand what is what, everything. Okay. So as I mentioned, see Cloud Pandit RG3, data factory name Cloud Pandit 3 ADF V2. Okay, in East to West V2. So this also no need to be in East to West. It can be a different region. It can be a different region. Git configuration. You configure it later. Why you need to configure it later? Because this is a part of the DevOps. We will look into this end of our sessions, not now. Okay. Click review plus create. Click create. Okay, so these three services are going to create. Let it create. Give me 1 minute. Let me search for one document. Okay, give me a minute. Let me get it the slides that I have to explain you what exactly ADF in this. Why we need to use this. Okay.
Your validation is passed, but create button is not enabled, Malaya.
Okay, 1 second. Let me see. No, that is done. That is done. Okay, it got created also. Okay, fine. So now I'm just moving on to the one of the slide. Okay, now you see Okay, so try to understand. Okay, now, so let's imagine there is house here. Okay, I have a house. So in this house, I have a room. Okay, in this room, lot of things are there. Picture one. Let's imagine these are a different objects. Maybe you can say P1 is a one of the thing, that is TV. P2 is a fridge in your house. Now what you are doing, you are moving these particular things from one house to another house. Okay, what you want to do is, first you want to move all these objects, fridge, AC, everything, whatever you have in this house, in this room, everything you want to move it into the second room. Okay, second room means not a room, it's a totally different house, another house. So what basically happens, first you need to enter into this house. Okay, for that you need a key and address. Once you have keys and address, meaning where exactly the location, okay, and what is the password or what is the key to enter into this house, you will enter. After that, what all things you need to pack it, you will just pack it. Let's say, so P1 I don't want to take it because that is old one, I want to live in this house only, I want to take only P2. Okay, there will be packing will happen and you choose in the P2. Next, what you want to do is you want to deliver this particular thing into the another house. You want to deliver this particular thing into another house. For that you need a delivery address where it should go. After that you need to have a unpacking, so you need to take this out. Okay, whatever packing you done, you need to unpack it. After unpacking, you need to put it in this house. For that, what you need a key for this house again. So once we have so you need a key for this house, you need a key for this house, you need to take the thing from here and pack it, and you need a delivery address to deliver it into target, and you have to have a unpacking because you need to store it in this house. Who is going to do all these things? Who is going to do all these things? Delivery boy is going to do. Let's imagine I just asked them to move this particular object from here to here. There is a delivery boy who is going to do. Clear? So on top of it, there will be a delivery manager who will manage all these things. How many of you understood this? How many of you understood? How many of you did not understand this flow? See, this is exactly thing that we are going to do. I am just going to compare same things with the Azure Data Factory. So if you Divya, did you understand this?
Malaya, delivery boy and delivery manager concept I did not get it.
Delivery boy who will do the actual worker. So delivery manager who will manage these resources. Example, you have a delivery, another order came. There also we need to do a delivery. Delivery manager is responsible to manage the high level things, scheduling. So to send the actual workers to deliver these things. Delivery boy is the actual person who do the work. Delivery manager is going to just manage. So all these delivery people will be there under manager. See, it's a simple work. Outside also you will see, right? What is manager? What is team lead? What is the actual developer? So manager will manage the high level things. He will get the project. He will get the timelines of the projects, everything. But down there will be people, developers who will develop the code, who are really working, really doing the things, right? Got it? Savans.
Yes, Malaya, I got it. But I was thinking at the in the perspective of Azure there. So
No.
what
Just
the,
see. When I say something, don't think in that perspective. I'll come to that point. You just think like this, simple.
okay, this I got it then.
Now, Divya, did you understand this or not? You need to respond, Divya. If you take this much time, I
Yeah,
cannot wait.
no, I
You
responded
understood
already
this?
in chat,
Okay,
Malaya.
good. Okay, you understood this. Now you will see. I'm just going into the Azure Data Factory. Let's say there is a server. There is a database. Okay. So now I have some tables. I have some tables in this database. Got it? I have some tables in this database. Table 1 and table 2. Now what I want to do is I want to take these particular tables and copy into the blob storage. In blob storage, I want to copy into one of the folder. Okay, what you will do? First, you need a username password to connect to this server and database. After that, you will use a data set to select which table you want to read. Okay, I read the data set for reading that data. Then you will use a copy activity to copy this data into the target. Where you want to copy this data into target. In which format? This is a table data. You want to load it as a CSV, JSON. Yesterday we have seen. So any format you want to load, you can able to load. So to load the CSV file into this storage, you need a one more connection here to the blob storage. So once we have, you are going to do. But actually, who is going to copy this entire data from blob storage, database to the blob storage? Who is going to do actual thing? Integration runtime is going to do the actual copy. Copy activity is not going to do. Integration runtime is a computer infrastructure that is going to do the actual copy data. So, but what is data factory? Data factory is a kind of a manager who will manage all these things. Who will manage all these things. Got it now? Data factory is kind of a manager who will manage everything. But integration runtime is something which do the actual processing, which do the copying of data. Everything will be done by integration runtime. What is this key and address for connecting and all? This is one of the linked service. This is another linked service. This is source data set. This is sync data set. This is a copy activity. You understood now what is Azure Data Factory?
Yes, Malaya.
Just a managed service. We are not. It's Data Factory itself not doing anything. Data Factory is just a service name. Inside Data Factory, we have integration runtime which do the actual process. To do this entire process, we have a components called linked services, data sets, activities, pipelines, integration runtime. All these are the components within the Data Factory. What are the main components of the Data Factory?
Pipeline, integration runtime.
What?
Integration runtime.
So linked service is the first one. So once we have connected to the storage, you can read the data using what? Data set. So first one is linked service, second one is data set. So if you want to copy data from one place to another place, you can use the activity, copy activity. So that is the activity is a one more component. Next pipeline, next integration runtime. So there are other things also. You will see one by one, because if I explain theory, you will not be able to understand. That's why I'm explaining all practicals. After a few days, I'll just compare these things so that you will be able to understand. Okay, how many of you understood till here? Everybody?
Yes, Malia. So the pipeline also does the same job, right?
Pipeline
Like,
is basically
integration
if you want to do multiple activities together, you need to use a pipeline. Pipeline is basically to execute the activities. Okay, this entire flow we are going to execute from the pipeline.
Okay.
Malia, regarding that data factory, I understand, but I have a question on integration runtime. You have to do anything for that?
Yes, see, we are at the beginning. So everything will cover. You need to wait. Okay. So integration runtime, there are a lot of internal concepts are there on integration runtime. We will discuss all of those things. Okay.
Okay, Mali.
Fine. Now I hope everybody understood. We have storage 1 and storage 2. I want to move data from storage 1 to storage 2. How many linked services we need?
2.
2 linked services.
So let me move on to the paint. So what I have done as of now is, what I have done, I just created a one storage account, source storage account, sync storage account, and then I created what I created is I created the Azure Data Factory. So I created the Azure Data Factory. Clear? So I created storage 1. I created storage 2. I created the Data Factory ADF. Okay. Storage 1 I created, storage 2 I created, and ADF also I created. Now what we want to do in storage 1, I want to create a input container, and I want to upload some credit.csv or cust.csv. In if one file we will upload. Now you come here, I want to upload, I want to create an output container this side. So as of now, we create storage1, storage2 ADF. Now I will go to storage1, I'll create this. I'll go to storage2, I'll create this output. Okay, let's do it quickly. Storage1, go to resource, go to container. The container is here. Please look at here, container. Click on container to create a new container. What is the container name?
Input.
Input.
and output.
Input, not output. Input is here. Okay. Inside input, what I need to do? I need to upload the data. Upload. You need to click here and you need to browse here. So you'll be able to see. Let's say you go to this custody.csv, whatever we have yesterday file, same file I am uploading. Okay. So source side I have done. I created input container and I uploaded custody.csv file. Okay. So input container and I uploaded the custody.csv file. Next, come to output, go to resource, second storage. In second storage, what is the container name I need to create?
Output.
What is the name of the container? Output. Create the output container. Okay. I just created the output. Now what I need to do? So I need to open this ADF. Okay, I need to open this ADF. Let's open this ADF. Open this Azure Data Factory. What is the first thing that we need to do?
Link services we need to create.
Link service.
Everybody is on same page. We need to create the linked services. Here we need to create a linked services. You can see here. So first I am going to establish the one connections to storage account. So one first, this is a LS1. LS means linked service one. So what is the second thing we need to do? We need to create a one linked service for our target. So how many linked services I am creating?
2 link services.
LS1 and LS2. Okay.
Malaya,
Yes.
these
Tell me.
link services it depends upon the how many storage accounts we are creating.
Yes. As we have 2 storage account, you need to have a 2 connection. If you have a 2 mobiles, to connect to the 2 mobiles, you need to use a 2 different passwords.
Yeah, got it.
Okay, because for each mobile there will be a separate password. Similarly, anything you consider, there will be a separate connection. Okay.
Got it, Malaya.
Okay, now come here. Go to where I need to go to create linked services. Mallikarjun. Where I need to go, Mallikarjun? Manage. Go to manage. Okay, then click new. Okay, so for which storage I want to connect? Blob storage. Which storage? So if you want to connect to the SQL database, search for SQL database. If I want to connect to blob, search for blob. Blob storage. This is the first storage I will connect. That's why I'll say ls blob 1. So this is the subscription. Storage name is Cloud Pandit 3 storage 1. Okay, Cloud Pandit 3 storage 1. Click create. You don't need to test it because we are not providing any credentials. Click new again. Search for blob storage again. Okay, Divya, are you able to understand? So this is ls for blob 2. ls for blob 2. So subscription is this, and the storage is what? Cloud Pandit 3 storage 2. Simple connection. If you want to test connection, you can test it, and then you can create it. Then you can able to create it. So now I created what? One connection here, one connection for the target. What is the second step I need to create?
Data set.
I need to create a data set. So one source data set I need to create, one sync data set I need to create. Why we need to have a source and sync data set? Because source is going to point to the input folder. So sync is going to point to the output container. Some people I am saying this is, you need to understand the things. So what you people are doing, simply creating the data set, no use. Okay. What is the use of linked service? That is a connection. If you want to read data from any storage, so example, you have for your credit card or debit card name, debit card number, your debit card PIN, and similarly you have net banking username and password. Everything you will keep in your laptop. Okay, notepad. Will you allow me to log in into your laptop directly without password, or will you secure it? Yes, you are going to secure, right? Similarly, in any Azure storage or database, anything you consider, you cannot connect to them directly. You need some connection. In the connection, you are going to tell, okay, so I am the authorized person. You need to have you are entering the keys to say that I am the authorized person. So you are giving example. If you can give you trust, let's say there is a family member. So you trust them, you will provide the laptop credentials to them. Similarly here, so I know because I have the storage1 credentials, storage2 credentials, because that is my data. I am authorized person. So I am using that keys to connect to the storage1 and storage2. Once you connect, then only you can able to read the data from storage1 or storage2. Okay. No, it's just a option, Krishna. It's just a option if you want to test the connection. Okay, not a property. Sri Lakshmi, you understood what is linked service?
Yeah, Malaya.
The basics very important. If you're not able to understand, tell me. Okay. So next, why we need to create data set? Because you may have 100 source, so 100 folders in the source data set. So example here, you have input 1, input 2, input 3, input 4. From which folder you want to read the data, you need to decide. That's why we need a source data set. Source data set tells you exactly which folder you need to read. You have 100 folders. You need to tell which folder you want to read. Okay. Clear? Why we need data set? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So now come to data factory. So now I need to go to author. I need to create a data set 1. Click new data set. So for which storage? Log storage. So which type of file it is? CSV. Yes, for log 1.
Malaya, if the input folder data source, if you're having like multiple files with multiple formats,
Yes,
when we're linking,
I'll discuss. We have all those scenarios will be covered. So see, yeah, after this session, if you want me to show you, I'll show you immediately. Otherwise, it will be covered. Okay, that is the scenario. Okay, click OK.
Sure.
I just chosen the input container and custodial CSV. Some people are not choosing this input container and file name. So if you forgot to choose it, you can click on browse here again. You select the input folder and the custodial CSV file at least now. If you forgot at the time of creating the DS. Okay. Now, so first was header you need to choose. Otherwise, the headers will not be copied into the target. So yesterday somebody has this issue also. Click new data set. So where you want to copy this data into? Let's say I want to copy this data as it is CSV, DS, blob2, linked services blob2. So where you want to see, that's what I'm saying. You need to browse it and select output container. Okay, click OK. So why I choose blob2? Because this is the storage2 connection, and that's why I use the storage2 connection, and I'm choosing the output. I want to write headers into my output. That's why I'm checking first as that. Okay. Are you clear on these options? Any doubts?
Sir, I'm having one doubt, sir.
Tell me.
Here you are going into the output folder. Instead of going into the folder, there is no file in that, right? We can select just the output and we can press OK also, no, sir?
No. What is your question in this? You are just explaining. There is no file in this. Okay.
Instead of going into the folder, you have double clicked into that. But by not going into that also we can by just selecting the folder you can press OK. No,
Yeah, you can simply select folder. You don't need to go double click and check for file. Okay.
Okay.
Malaya.
Tell me.
So in output we don't have any folder, right? Sorry,
Yes.
we don't have
Folder
file,
is there.
no?
Right.
Yeah, folder is there. File we don't have, but if we have in input we have customer ID, customer name, customer location, right? In output we have some specific output like customer. There is a CID there. Here we can do the customer ID. So we have already folder that is the empty file. Already file is there, but empty file. So we have to copy those data to the empty file. Is it possible?
Empty file you want to copy means we have target set file is there without data.
Yes.
Yeah, you can copy. Okay, you can copy if you have empty file. Okay, you can copy. But file name when you have a file you need to choose that file here. Okay.
Okay. I will try and I will let you know. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Click OK.
Import schema means from connection store, it is linked service only, right?
Basically, import schema means from the file, all columns it will read. Example, you see in the source file we have customer ID, customer name, customer location. It will bring it if you import this schema. That's all. Okay. From the file, it will bring these columns and the data. Got it?
There it is different options, right? In previous page.
Here?
Not here. While creating
data set.
Yes.
So import schema from connection or store. From connection or store means from the chosen file. From sample file means the schema is different. Only you have data in the file. You don't have headers. You want to get those headers from sample file. You can just give. You don't have headers. You don't want to headers. Then you have to check none. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, cancel this because we don't record this. You create a pipeline. Click here, new pipeline.
Malya, I have one question.
One second. So now you drag the copy data activity. So source side, if you see, it's a blob one because it has the input and the file. So sync side, we have a blob 2. This is the output. You just click on this data set to see. This is the output. So click on the source data set. This is the input and custom.csv is selected. In this pipeline, you drag the copy activity. You selected source and sync data sets.
It's 9:30.
If you want to run a pipeline, just click debug. So today what we are doing, we are moving data from one storage account to another storage account. Okay, the real-time scenarios are you are going to move data always from one storage to another storage. It is not, you are not going to move data from same storage to same storage. Okay, the first scenario is always data will be moved from one storage to another storage only. Now you see data is moved to the output storage. We can see in output container we have this file. Yes, custody.csv is there. Yes or no? Yes, it's there. Okay.
Malya, I have one question. Hello?
Tell me.
Yeah, if I want date and timestamp in the file name, how can we add that one?
Those all are not at this time. Lot of things are there to discuss. Those are advanced dynamic content. The reason is other people will confuse. See, so other people don't confuse because I'm just generating some dates and all. So example, you want to generate any folders or anything dynamic. So you have something called some formulas here. Okay. Format. So format date time, and you have a lot of things. Example, I will tell you. So now what you want is file name with the timestamp, right?
Yeah, date and timestamp.
Date and timestamp. Yes. I'll tell you. So file name is going to be, let's say, I'll say custody.csv.
Okay.
You need to use some concat function. Okay. and this is a custom.csv file, and to this custom.csv file you want to put the date. So what you want to do is you want to generate some date and you need to put it here. Okay, UTC now. So UTC date I am generating, and I am just generating YYMMDD hours, minutes, hours, 1 second, hours, minutes, and the seconds maybe. I just give like this. So let's see what is going to happen now. Okay. So once you have given these things, no. Basically, you need to, what you want to do is cust underscore this date dot CSV you want to give, right? Okay. Understood. Cust underscore date dot CSV file you want to generate. Missing enclosed parenthesis. Where it is missing enclosed parenthesis. You can give something like this. Shit. Okay.
One more bracket at end.
Format data function the parentheses.
Okay, so you just click OK. Now you run your pipeline once again. So output side the file will be loaded with the date and time. Okay, so there are other issues. Whatever people are getting since yesterday, whatever errors you people are getting, I'll replicate those things. I'll show you when you will get what mistakes you might have done. I'll show you one by one. Okay, just hold on 5 more minutes.
Malay, can I ask one question?
Wait. One by one I'll answer. If you ask everything again, you need to repeat question. See now, 2022-06-09-02-06. SS is capital, small s you need to give. That's why it is coming as SS. If you give small SS letters here, that will give you the correct value. Example, this you need to give small SS. Seconds. Now you come here and debug this. Are you getting Sri Lakshmi? People who are asking this question, at least you should understand. Other people may or may not be able to understand at this time. Okay, because you are not aware of these things. The file should come into here. I'll just take all the questions. Just wait for a few minutes. Okay. So this is done. Now come here. Refresh this. See now 05. So 2022-06-09-02-06. So 2 hours 6 minutes 5 seconds. In which format it is taking? It is in a UTC. If you want to convert into IST, that is also can be done using the same way. Okay, fine. So now I want to go through the other things. That is, yesterday onwards, some people are getting issue. When you will get that issue, first thing, so remove this custom.csv file. If you are not choosing the source side file name, you will get a wildcard error. Now you see. So this is the error you will get. Data set blob location is a folder. The wildcard file name is required for copy data one. So when you get this error, what you need to do, you need to give the file name. This is the one solution. Okay. The other solution that we have is go to pipeline. In the pipeline, you have a wildcard file path. You are saying all the files that I have in the folder I need. I want only CSV files. I want to copy only JSON files. I want you to copy only zip files. So that particular wildcard you can able to choose. If you put star, if you have a CSV, zip, JSON, doesn't matter. Everything will be copied into the target. Okay. This is the one error people got the yesterday. And other error is, let's say, even you are not choosing the container. You are not choosing even container. Now let's say debug this. Container is required, you will get it. Okay. So let's say I have given input. I have given cust.csv. Everything is good. Now I am going to the blob 2. I will remove the container. So targets I have not given the container. Come to pipeline and debug. Again, you will get a same error. Container is required. How you will know in which data set you have not given container? Just click on this error. It will tell you. See, the container is required at this position. Where in data set 2, the container you have not given. So these two issues people got. So I hope everybody understood how to resolve these two issues. Okay. Now Chendu, I hope you only try to ask the question. Now you can ask Chendu. You have any question?
No, Malaya, so I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody was asking question. Who is asking question? I said wait, right?
Marty, Malaya. So you added dynamic content, right? So when we have to go adding the dynamic content?
That is the problem. That is the question is asked by her. I just explained. This is not the time to explain all those things. There is a lot of things you need to understand step by step. So now we created the input and output I move. Tomorrow you will see I have a multiple folders in input. Input 1, 2, 3. I have a output 1, 2, 3. So I'll move these input 1, 2, 3 and output 1, 2, 3. I'll move data from input to output, input 1 to output 1, input 2 to output 2, and so on. So in those cases, what we need? So step by step, you'll come to know. At this time, I'll not be able to explain all those things. Step by step will come. Okay. That will be covered. See, now what I'm saying is everything will be covered. Only thing is I want to remove the dependency. Slowly I'm building step by step. Yesterday we have seen moving data from input to output in same storage. Today we have seen moving data from input to output in a different storages. Tomorrow we will see how to move. If we have a 3 folders here, outputs at 3 folders we have, what we need to do, how we are going to copy. If you have in real time not one folder, you have 100 folders in the source, we have 100 folders in the target. So you need to copy this 100 source folders to target. How you will copy? What is the efficient way? How we will design pipeline? Everything slowly you will come to know. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Malaya, can we publish this and see what happens?
Yes.
Is it?
No. See, one more thing. Very good. So some people asked. Let me show you. Whether whatever you have done, everything is correct or any errors are there, just click on validate. It is saying there is an issue, container is required. So without debugging also you can come to know by validating the pipeline. Go to pipeline, click on validate to check is there any issue. It is saying pipeline has been validated, no errors were found. Okay. There is no errors. That is the first thing. Second thing, some people asked how this code is going to execute. Is there any code is going to generate in backend? Yes. So click on this to see the code. Okay. So this is the code is generated in backend, JSON code. Okay. So you need to click on this to see the code that is generated for this copy. Sorry, not copy activity. Copy activity code is here. If you want to see the pipeline code, you need to click here. So this is the pipeline code. Okay, this is the pipeline code. Next. So some people asked, what happens if I go to the, if I go back to, if I close this data factory, what happens is you will not be able to see anything because you have not saved any of these things. If you want to save all of these, even if you open tomorrow Azure Data Factory, you want to see all these things, you need to click publish all. Just click publish all, click publish. Okay, clear? All of you clear on this?
Yes,
Sir,
Malaya.
if we press the publish on, it will go to the data center, sir, now.
Yes, this code will be saved in the integration runtime. Integration runtime is in which region? In which location
Australia.
integration runtime is there?
Australia.
Go to integration runtime here. No. This is Azure integration runtime called auto resolve. Auto resolve means Azure Data Factory where we created ADF we created in which location? ADF we created in UK West. So now the code will be stored in the UK West. Okay. All this code will be there in this computer. This is our integration runtime. It's a computer. This computer will be there in a same location where you have data factory, UK West. Clear?
Got it.
Hello, sir. Malaya, we published it and
Hello.
we saved it. Now it is on the cloud, right?
Yes, Sri Lakshmi.
Malaya, we published it and we saved it. Now we'll delete complete the resource. But will it be available on the cloud?
No.
Since we published it.
If you delete the Azure Data Factory, everything will be deleted. You will not be able to get it back.
Hello,
Okay.
sir. I have a small doubt.
Yes, Rija.
Hello.
Yes,
Sir,
Rija, I'm able
actually,
to hear you.
data will be in any form. Yeah. Actually, data will be any format, no, sir. Maybe it is in audio, like images, or in Word format. Then
Yes.
which format we have to select, sir? Actually, we are selecting only CSV
Yes,
file, no? If it is
I'll
in
tell you.
Word format,
Example, doesn't matter what type of file you want to copy. So if you have any other file formats which are not supported by Azure Data Factory, suppose there is Excel file, I want to copy as it is Excel, but target side Excel will not work. What you can do is you choose binary. Binary means it can be a zip file, image file, audio, video, any file, it will copy from source to target. Okay.
okay, sir.
How to delete after publishing? What you want to delete? You want to resource, or you want to delete data factory, or you want to delete pipelines, all these things. So if you want to delete pipeline, just again you need to click on delete, select delete. After deleting pipeline, again you need to publish to make sure deletion happened properly. Okay, Mahesh. So to make a Excel source to target, one way is binary you can use.
Malaya, if
Any
you are
questions?
selecting,
Yeah,
Yes.
Malay, I have one question. Actually, we are copying the data from source 1 to source 2, right? So, copying data is which mechanism it is following, like pulling mechanism, pushing mechanism?
So though there won't be any mechanism here, it is simply reading and writing. So pulling and pushing is something will come in other tools. Maybe here there won't be such type of terminology. Okay.
Okay.
Just read data and write it into the target. That's all. The
Malaya,
terminology won't have. Okay. Yes.
I have two questions. One is suppose I want to give this template to someone else. So can I download the template?
Yes, you can download it. Here you can see. Go to pipeline. Should I just okay? 1 second. What I need to do? I need to refresh this. So this is the pipeline, right? In this pipeline, if you want to, so you can just click on this pipeline. You see something called export template. You can just download. Okay, you can give it to them. Next.
Malaya, so here is a question. So when you
He has two questions. Let him finish one by one. One by one.
Sorry.
Yes. Second question,
Yeah,
please.
my another question is not relevant to what you have taught, but my question, can I ask it?
Yes, tell me. So one
Yeah.
second,
So
let me stop the recording. This is not recording.